Thanks for staying with us. So we have the senator representing the community in Niger State where this happened. Good morning, sir. Are you there?
Yeah, good morning. I'm here.
So good to have you on the show. We're quite worried about what happened in Niger State yesterday. And we'd like to get an update on what you have. We read in the papers that the presidency said they'll be sending the armed forces to help support security in that region. In your view, what has been done so far, and what are you hoping to get from the federal government going forward?
So far, so good. The president has taken a proactive action. He has ordered the military to deploy their personnel to this area to make sure that these children are rescued safely. Not only these children, with all others that have been kidnapped and abducted. So far, we have been able to get the list of the students, the staffs, and their family members that have been abducted in the Government Science Secondary School in Kagara. And from reliable sources, there is a contact now between the abductors, these criminals, with certain officials, which is not going to be right for me to disclose right here. But what we are praying for is for the safe return of these young children. And as I said, I mean, going by your question about the National Assembly, yes, I presented a motion yesterday calling on Mr. President to declare a state of emergency on insecurity in Nigeria. And it's not far-fetched. Nobody today is immune from what insecurity is like in this country. So the reason for this call for state of emergency in the aspect of security is that all priorities of government should now be deployed to the matter of security. No matter how we want to have a buoyant economy, no matter how we want to have good infrastructures in this country, no matter how we want to see that we presented our people or bring our people out of poverty by sharing some kind of palliatives, it's not good enough if there is no security. So it should be the most prioritized objective that government should set its goals in achieving within a time frame.
Right.
And that is why the National Assembly yesterday at the Senate agreed and adopted this as a resolution of the Senate that the president should declare a state of emergency on the issue of insecurity in Nigeria.
Okay.
All right, sir. So according to the Vanguard today, the governor has said that he wasn't going to pay any form of ransom to rescue the abducted children. And I want to ask you, how effective do you think that will be, knowing how these bandits are really insistent on getting money out of the government?
Just as we don't want to lose our lives, so also these bandits don't want to lose their lives. I don't call them bandits, I call them terrorists. They are terrorists. And the moment we start to negotiate with them, the moment we are giving them this, what do you call it, a ransom, they will continue, they will make it an industry, which already they have made it an industry. In my senatorial district, every day there's captivities.
Yes.
Every day people are being stolen. Every day people are being killed. Cattle are being rustled. What do you call this criminality? They are getting money. They are enforcing their act of criminality by getting this ransom, going back to buy arms. I listened to one of the heads of these groups where he was saying, if the government does not take care of them, they will take care of themselves by kidnapping people. By the time they kidnap 50 people, even if it's 50,000 naira they are collecting, they are going to make at least more than $1 million naira. What does that mean? We should not encourage that. I support my governor fully. I support my governor for saying he's never going to give any kind of pay to criminals, because why should we remunerate them when they are killing people?
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Ransom is remuneration.
Yes, sir. You know, a lot of us want to ask this question: that why did we have to wait until children were being abducted from schools? Beginning of this year, even last year, we have heard stories in Niger State alone now, killings, abductions. Even you have mentioned some. Just 2 days before this particular abductions of students in school, a whole wedding party in a bus, were abducted. And I remember the governor also sitting with the president and asking for more security operatives within Niger State. And somehow it just seems we wait until children are involved, because they seem to hold the hearts of people before we're sending security operatives there, and the governor is shutting down boarding schools. Why do we seem to be reactive and taking steps only when the worst has happened?
Since my inception at the National Assembly as a senator representing these districts, I have always, the first motion I presented at the Senate floor was on insecurity in my senatorial district. It is a recurring decimal. Every day there are killings in my senatorial district. I have 9 local governments. Out of these 9 local governments, almost 8 local governments have been attacked continuously. So what we are saying, the issue of security in Nigeria, we should declare state of emergency. It's a national issue. It's a national emergency. And why are we saying this? We cannot sit down every day until when our people are attacked, until when one life is lost. Then we now said we are going to console the people, commiserate with the people, and say we are taking drastic action. No, we should be able to arm our armed forces. We should be able to recruit more of personnel, so that our armed forces will be fully equipped, fully personalized, with the needed manpower to be able to go to the doorsteps of these criminals. I don't see why we should not do that. The government has all the wherewithal to do it.
Right.
And then that is the reason why we feel if the federal government is overwhelmed, the state governments and the local government should be proactive in this.
Okay. Yeah, let me get a quick question.
Yeah, I have one more question for you. I saw pictures of the school. The school was not even like a school. It was like a waste yard. It wasn't like where children are going to school. What are you going to do about making sure that schools are safe, one, two, are built properly, that they look like education centers?
I absolutely agree with you. And this has been a problem of continuous neglect and abuse of the mandates our people have given to us, because this decay you are seeing is not just today. It's for a very long time, and it is everywhere across the states. The schools you see there is almost the same everywhere you go. The governor has been trying. He has been coming up with ideas of how to make up these schools with the meager resources he has. So I want to blame the previous administrations for not doing the needful. And I will tell you this: there are over 1,000 schools in Niger State. As at today, the governor, I'm sure he has done close to about, from the record I have, they have renovated more than 600 schools. So this is a continuous process, and I as a senator, I know what I have been doing about renovation of schools and building more schools, classrooms, building dormitories for this purpose. It's sad. It's very sad to see that these children, not even about the kidnapping, look at where they are living. It's sad. And it is our responsibility. I'm not immune myself out of it. I'm also part of this problem. And I want to take it upon myself that, be it as it may be, we must do the needful. We must change this thing.
Right.
These scenarios we are seeing is disgraceful, not only to us, to the whole of our generation. And I'm telling you today, I'm not being sentimental on this thing. We are going to do something. We are going to secure that school. We are going to secure other schools. And we will make sure that the government is doing the needful.
All right. Amen. Thank you, Senator Musa. We see the passion and we see We understand where you're coming from, but the truth is that this is something that every Nigerian is really concerned about, not just in your state, across the country. Yeah. Many schools, public schools, are in the most horrible state. Yeah. And your administration, this is the second term of this administration. So 4 years, and we just celebrated Jack on Day, and he got a lot of work done in 4 years. 4 years. So, I mean, things are different, you know, but the truth is that, hey, what are you going to do? That's our reality, and we're going to continue to hope that more leaders have that same passion, but then it's convert that passion into actual
and hold all of you accountable.
Yes. Let's go on a break. When we come back, we continue this conversation referring to what the defense minister said, because we're also concerned if our entire defense minister is asking us to defend ourselves. There's a problem, don't you think? Stay with us, we'll be right back.